Yo, what's up guys, Sean here, aka ImaFlyNmidget, and welcome to a little tutorial video. So today I'm going to show you something kind of like what's built here, which is on my SMP survival series. You can find some links to that stuff in the description if you're interested. So basically we got an even room here. So what I mean by even is the fact that there's no middle block in this room. There's a 4x4 middle, not like a single block, and it's really tough to do enchanting rooms that way. So I figured out a pretty cool, good looking way, and I think you guys would be interested in it. Now, you can use any form of input with this machine, but bam, I'm using some item frames. Bada bing, bada boom. The bookshelves pop up, and it's two on each side, with you also have this one in the corner here, one in the corner here, to give you that full level 30 enchant on both enchantment tables, which is pretty tough since it is an even style room. So, let's get in on how to make it. I've got the machine stripped away here, so you can kind of see a lot of the redstone work. I'm also on my redstone world, so if you're interested in some other pretty cool tutorials, you can check the description for a playlist to that. But I'm going to kind of explain the machine, and then we're going to build it. So everything gold is our input line, so when we smack this button, everything gold, you'll see the lines kind of go out into our various components of the machine, and that kind of retracts and everything like that. You pop it again, bada bing, bada boom, and the whole thing fires up again. So all the quartz stuff is kind of the different components of the machine. So let's build this thing. First off, you're going to want to start with your platform that is holding your enchantment table, and you kind of want it about that big, so your enchantment tables will go directly in the middle like that. Then you're going to grab your sticky pistons, and you're going to kind of bring them down and place them in that position right there, and you're going to kind of do this all the way around, and this is what is going to push up your main bookshelves, you know. So you go all the way around like this. We'll get to the corners last, pretty much. You'll do all that, bam. Then you're going to come around behind them, pop some blocks right here, pop some redstone torches, pop some blocks right there, pop some blocks right there, throw some repeaters on here on 3-tick delay, I believe. Another block of quartz with some redstone behind this. You're going to kind of want to rinse and repeat this all the way around. So next up, it might seem a little confusing, but it's actually fairly easy, guys. So we're going to come in here, do this kind of design thingamabooty. It'll kind of look it'll look a lot easier kind of as we get this design going, but kind of just follow what I'm doing here. We're going to throw some torches right there, and we're also going to be making another layer on this side. So you're kind of going to be doing an X here, if that makes any sense at all. So kind of like that. We're going to throw some torches on that side, and then we're also going to be putting blocks down here again, kind of in this diagonal little pattern thing. Boom, boom, boom. Little blocks over here with some redstone dust. So kind of all connects up like that. It looks a little more easier to understand on this side. You've kind of got like a little X here with this layer down here. With torches right there, and this is going to be kind of your input right here. So you're going to place a block right there, and boom. So that's going to be your input for this whole thing, is this block right here. Before we do this to the other two sections, I actually want you guys to set this to a 2-tick delay, and once you do that, you can do this exact same thing on the other two sections. So our next up is to actually make our little pulsar. So you're going to kind of come around to this section right here on this bottom layer, come out to right here, and then you're going to do this kind of weird little design with a sticky piston on that corner right there. Bring this out like this, kind of make like a little crown. You can get rid of those corners if you want to save on space. So something like that. And then you're going to bring your repeaters. You're going to do 3-tick delay, all going towards this single block right here. You can bring some redstone out to that block. But again, 3-tick delay on that, 3-tick delay on that. And then this is kind of the important part, because if you do this kind of a different way, then it's not typically going to work. For some reason, it's got some issues working. So, you kind of want to do exactly like that. Place a block right there with a repeater right there, and that is going to give power to our little pulsar here. As you saw, a little pulse up and down right there. And this has to be kind of exactly like this. You can't really change this around because of the quasi connectivity thingamabooty in Minecraft. So do this exactly like that, and we're going to do the same thing on the other two sides. Voila, now we basically have the machine built. We just have to start wiring the whole thing together, which is super simple. You're going to need a little V right here on this kind of golden block. Boom, you put a repeater there, bring it out here, you put another repeater right there, and you kind of do that same pattern on all three of these. And you can play around with this a little bit. It doesn't have to be exact, but it does need to kind of not mess around with any of the other redstone around here. So I would recommend doing this design, but again, you can change it up if you don't mess with any of the other redstone kind of currents around here. Once you have all those three linked up with some repeaters, you just want to link all three of these together. Throw some redstone together, boom. Now we're all on one line. Now we just have to connect our pulsers, which is, again, super simple. We're going to bring just a block right there, a repeater on 3-tick delay, same over here. Place a repeater on 3-tick delay. Now, same for this one. You can do it just right here. You can wire this stuff up pretty much however you want, as long as they're all even and on the same thing. And this is now on one line. So we've got one input here, which will activate our entire thing. The last step in doing this entire thing is to actually add in our corner pistons, which will fire our bookshelves to give you that level 30 enchant. You'll place your pistons right there. You're going to want to grab some blocks here and pull this out on this side. Now, you're going to need to use repeaters here to not mess with any of the other redstone in this little contraption. You can place some dust right there. Boom, repeater right there. And then this is pretty much where you just get creative in terms of wiring the whole thing up. So as you can see here, I just kind of added in a ton of gold blocks, which will kind of link these whole lines up together. You'll do the same thing on this side. You'll bring your 4 blocks out, and you'll place your repeaters to not mess with any of the redstone. Boom, and just kind of connect this up. Now, you should have this whole thing, these two on the exact same speed, which will give it a nicer visual effect. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'll probably need a repeater in here. So when you put one there, we're going to want this one on 2-tick delay, just like that. Now we've got those two linked up. We'll kind of bring this around, put a repeater there just in case. Bring this down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Bring your thingamabooty out here. Oh, I'm getting so excited, about to finish this thing. Boom, throw a lever on there. Now this should work. Just flick the lever. Boom. And we actually are probably going to want to add our bookshelves in. Throw your bookshelves in. 2 on that row. We'll do 2 on that row. 1 on the corner. 1 on the corner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now that they're up, we'll bop this thing down. And they should come down. But they didn't. So, guys, I just figured out that I'm actually stupid. I'm actually so dumb. I was wondering why the machine looked a little funny. I totally forgot to tell you to add in these pistons right here. So these pistons will go kind of horizontal, and they'll be flush with the floor. I totally forgot. These are like one of the most important parts of the entire build, because you need these pistons in to pull back and obviously make the whole thing work. So my bad on that one. I totally forgot. But those are going to go right next to these bookshelves, and they'll kind of go on that block there. And now that you have those in, you don't have to add anything. They're already wired up. I just forgot to throw them in. Now that you have that, you can hit your lever. They'll go up, and then you pull it back, and they should both come down. Boom. Flip it again, and they go up, flick it down. I mean, now you just got a freaking amazing machine that you can brag to all your friends. So, it should work, guys. That's pretty much it. If you guys liked the video, then make sure you throw a like on it. But that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. Check the description for some really cool tutorials and some other fun videos down there. And if you haven't already, be fly and subscribe.